Will the pandemic change American retail forever? As e-commerce grows, it will pull more stores out of ground-floor retail locations. Those industries that survive and are resilient to e-commerce encroachment are more likely to be dominated by ubiquitous chains. For decades, American cities have fought a battle against monotony. An example of this real threat can be seen along Midtown commercial arterial corridors, such as Main Street. The Kansas City streetcar, Main Street extension, will flank or pass through numerous historic districts, and several National Register properties. A significant issue is the loss of the Main Street corridor's remaining historic identity. These historic resources tell a unique and important story, and provide tangible reminders of the past that create a unique sense of place. Developers have now snapped up strategic corners at 4 of the 6 streetcar stops, at 31st, 39th, and 45th Streets, and Armour Boulevard. Many locations are without historic district protection, such as the corner of 31st and Main. A half-dozen properties have been acquired by an entity controlled by Price Brothers, including 2 structures identified by a Kansas City streetcar federal study as eligible for listing on the National Register, including the Gesserick Building, and Lutfi's Fried Fish. Without local designation or a demolition review ordinance, the fate of these properties appears bleak. HKC is actively reaching out to area stakeholders to discuss their future. Also at risk, the neighborhood corner retail store, as illustrated at the corner of 39th and Woodland Avenue. Once ubiquitous along Kansas City's urban corridors, these buildings were an essential part of neighborhood identity. As the retail landscape of our country is changing, and more business is done online, a multitude of neighborhood corner stores are either vacant or left to find new uses. These neighborhood corner stores are generally not protected by landmark status and remain at risk. Timely action is needed to instigate tools, incentives and other assistance.